This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. Eric and Susan are off. We have over a week's worth of alert days in the forecast as we anticipate some snow, sleet, freezing rain to head into our area late tonight, along with bitter cold temperatures by this weekend.
Well, let's get a look at your first Warrant forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio. Gary, when will we start seeing the mixed precip?
Well, that will start late tonight and continue through much of the day tomorrow. About this time tomorrow night, it'll start winding down. There's the 10-day forecast, okay? This has got to be some kind of a record. We've got alert days in the forecast all the way from tomorrow through Friday of next week. Now, again, the mix of precipitation is for tomorrow, but take a look at those temperatures. The high temperatures in the single digits, where the average high temperature should be 30 degrees or above. Nighttime low temperatures, single digits to around 10 to 12 degrees below zero. Wind chills at times could be as cold as 25 to 35 below zero every one of those mornings. Even by the end of the week, those temperatures are going to be very slow to rebound. So that is a prolonged period of potentially dangerously cold weather. Now, already we're starting to see some light mixed precipitation break out across south central Minnesota and north central Iowa. That's what will be moving in here later on tonight. The area across Wisconsin is still fairly dry, but take a look at future track beginning around midnight tonight. Start to see that light mixed precipitation moving in, becomes much more widespread as we head into tomorrow morning. By noontime, it starts changing over to mainly snow, and then we'll look for the snow to continue through late afternoon into the early evening hours before it starts winding down. But then the winds pick up, and blowing and drifting snow becomes a problem tomorrow night into Friday. Temperatures will drop off to around 10 degrees by early Friday morning, and wind chills could be as cold as about 10 below zero already by Friday morning. Snowfall amounts 3 to 6 inches generally over southern Wisconsin, the heavier amounts in the far northern parts of our viewing area, and there could be as much as 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation and freezing rain. So that pretty much covers the gamut of weather possibilities. Temperatures right now, upper 20s to around 30 degrees. These temperatures will drop a couple of degrees tonight and actually start rising to around 30 by tomorrow morning when that mixed precipitation starts, but then it'll change over to snow in the afternoon. Tomorrow's high at 33, and that's about as warm as we're going to be for about the next 2 weeks. On more details and weather in a few minutes.
With the upcoming snow and frigid temperatures in the forecast, you can stay up to date on the weather by downloading our First Warn weather app. It features live radar, hourly forecasts, along with closings and delays. To download the free app, just go to your phone's app store and search WISC weather.
Wisconsin prosecutors have asked a judge for a new arrest warrant for an Illinois teen charged with fatally shooting 2 people during an anti-police protest in Kenosha in August. Kyle Rittenhouse faces 2 counts of intentional homicide. He was arrested the day after the shootings, but went free after he posted $2 million bail. Prosecutors filed a motion today alleging that Rittenhouse violated his bond after he failed to inform them that he has moved, preventing the court from monitoring his whereabouts. They filed a motion Wednesday asking Judge Bruce Schrader to issue an arrest warrant and increase his bail by $200,000. Anger over a racially insensitive homework assignment is not fading away. Today, that anger is hitting the streets.
A small group of people marched and drove around Sun Prairie this afternoon, calling for changes to what they consider deep-seated issues. Gabriela Becerra is downtown, the latest stop for this group. Gabby.
Well, traffic is finally moving again, but for about 30 minutes of rush hour, this stretch of Main Street from Market down to Bristol was closed off from a caravan of protesters. Now, they started at the district office about 2 hours ago, where they were protesting this homework assignment that was assigned to middle school students that asked students the question, how they would punish a slave for doing something wrong. Now, after they stopped at the district office, they went down to Patrick Marsh Middle School, where this incident took place, and they wrote on the windows and doors, and they were knocking on the doors. They were only there for a short matter of time, though, before they came down here. But they want to know why this assignment was even assigned in the first place.
We'll be going to every highlighting every place that we feel needs to have some better training programs, teaching their teachers to really be conscious about what they are creating when they are creating lesson plans regarding their black students or their students of color.
We reached out to the school district this afternoon, but they have not returned our calls on a comment for this planned protest or an update on the investigation. And we asked police about their plans for this planned protest, and they said that they would be monitoring the situation, but they did not have plans to stop their First Amendment right. And we did not see a police presence really out here while they were blocking traffic. But everything is moving again, so we'll go back to you guys.
Gabby reporting live from downtown Sun Prairie. Thank you. Next month, a Dane County deputy will exclusively patrol the village of Brooklyn. The village board describes the move as a cost and risk-saving decision, but the small police force that's soon to be no more was caught off guard.
A lot of people who live there were too. Adam Dexter explains why they're worried.
In the small village of Brooklyn, Wednesday afternoons are quiet, just the way Officer Randy Burns,
I like to help people.
likes to see it.
You know, you get to know the village residents personally.
For the last 8 years, Burns has been one of just 2 full-time officers in Brooklyn.
You know, I've always wanted to be that person.
But soon his Wednesdays, and all other days for that matter, will be a lot more quiet.
Nobody had a clue that it was coming. It was completely blindsided.
On Monday, the village board voted 5-2 to permanently disband the Brooklyn Police Department and instead join a number of other Dane County communities which contract with the sheriff's deputy to do the job.
Why it was left just to the board, I don't know. Why the village wasn't more involved in the voting, I don't know.
The village president did not respond to requests for comment today, but in a written note last night said this move was in part to decrease liability and expense should an officer do something wrong.
It's just better that we had our own police department.
Linda DeBala co-owns the village's downtown bar. And while she didn't speak at Monday's board meeting, she feels like the dozens who did speak up in favor of keeping Brooklyn PD.
From what I hear from the customers, they're a little upset that it's been taken away from them. There might be some that agree with the board 100%. If that's the case, they haven't been in yet.
Officer Burns says he's worried about the future of not only the quiet community he protects, but his family's future as well.
How do I provide my family? I have a wife, I have 2 kids. Where am I going to get insurance from? You know, I have 2 boys that are young. They're 4 and 2. Where's my insurance going to be for those 2 children if they get hurt?
Officer Burns says more than anything, he wants to send a thank you to the residents here in the village of Brooklyn for their kindness and cooperation over the last several years. In the village of Brooklyn, Adam Dexter, News 3 Now.
The village of Brooklyn joins 6 other Dane County communities that already contract police work through the Dane County Sheriff's Office.
Nearly 5 months after an attempted homicide in Portage, the suspect has been arrested. Officials say Canyon Thixton was taken into custody in Cedar Rapids, Iowa this morning. Authorities say Thixton had been staying with a woman in the area while living under an alias. Portage police say the victim of the September attack had been awakened by Thixton as she was being attacked with a knife. Officials say Thixton is facing charges in Iowa. The Columbia County District Attorney's Office plans to work with Iowa authorities to bring him back to Wisconsin.
He does have a rather substantial criminal history and has done some time in prison here in Wisconsin. This attack was not random. It was unexpected, and he brutally attacked his girlfriend.
Thixton is charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide in Columbia County.
Prosecutors have charged a teenager who is still on the run in a fatal shooting at a mall in northeastern Wisconsin. According to a criminal complaint, 17-year-old Desmond Ellis and 19-year-old Giovanni Frausto were at the Fox River Mall in suburban Appleton Sunday afternoon. The complaint says Ellis was with his girlfriend, who used to date Frausto. According to prosecutors, witnesses told police that an argument began between Ellis and Frausto, and Ellis pulled out a gun and shot him. Another man was injured but released from the hospital.
SSM Health says it is expanding its vaccination effort to include all eligible patients who are 65 years and older. SSM Health started vaccinating patients 75 and older last week. So far, they've vaccinated more than 11,000 patients. Vaccination clinics will be open for patients ages 65 and older starting Wednesday. Patients will receive scheduling instructions through MyChart, mail, or email. COVID cases in Wisconsin have increased but remain below the 7-day average. State health officials confirmed 1,177 new cases of the virus today, including 14 new deaths. Nearly 30,000 people in Wisconsin have received the COVID-19 vaccine in the past 24 hours. In all, 2% of Wisconsinites have received both of their COVID-19 vaccinations.
As additional groups are starting to become eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine, UW Health says people with pre-existing health conditions may be next. Right now, healthcare workers, residents in long-term care facilities, and adults ages 65 and older are available for the vaccine. UW Health says those who have an autoimmune disorder, women who are pregnant, and individuals with a weakened immune system such as cancer patients or organ transplant recipients could be next.
For the vast majority of these people, the risk of getting infected and having a bad outcome far outweighs any risk of any side effects from the vaccines. But there are a small group of people where those side effects may complicate things or may set something off. And so I think in general, the recommendation is for those people to have close contact with their providers and just talk to them about whatever risks there may be in getting vaccinated.
As people with underlying health conditions wait for their vaccine, healthcare professionals are reminding everyone to continue to practice social distancing and wear your masks.
The Wisconsin Assembly plans to send the question of whether the state's mask mandate should be repealed back to the state Senate, which voted last week to end the requirement. The Assembly delayed a vote last week amid concerns that repealing Democratic Governor Tony Evers' emergency order tied to the pandemic would result in Wisconsin losing about $50 million a month in federal money for poor people. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says the Assembly will pass a fix for that problem and a resolution repealing the mask mandate that will require the Senate to vote again.
As we head into yet another election in Wisconsin this spring, the Wisconsin Elections Commission is looking to learn from their November election postmortem report.
Naomi Coles listened in on parts of the hours-long meeting today. Naomi, what'd you hear?
This report covers a lot of ground, including just the sheer number of hundreds of phone calls and emails sent to the Wisconsin Elections Commission in the weeks leading up to and on Election Day. The meeting gave Wisconsin's 6 election commissioners the chance to review the report and ask questions as they determine whether any changes are needed going forward.
Clerks and their staff demonstrated nearly limitless dedication to administering the election while serving a record number of voters during a global pandemic. They also faced tremendous pressure, scrutiny, and misinformation.
It wasn't without the controversy that's come with a lot of these election meetings over the past year. Now, tonight at 6, we're learning about whether any voters who have been marked for purging off of Wisconsin's voting rolls actually voted in November, plus what some commissioners want to do about Wisconsin's indefinitely confined voting law.
Yummy, we'll see you at 6. Thank you. Still ahead here at 5, the cold and incoming snow is already canceling events citywide. How the Clean Lakes Alliance will move forward without its biggest money maker of the year. And then coming up at 6, a local dance studio that is facing fines for violating Dane County Public Health order is now suing Public Health Madison. Details at 6. On Wall Street, a mixed day. The Dow up 36, the NASDAQ off 2, the S&P 500 up nearly 4 points. We'll be right back.
Madison's biggest President's Day appliance sale starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock appliances, including special doorbusters like these. And no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry to get $7,250 in total savings on a Bill Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Are your windows drafty, broken, or your energy bills on the rise? Champion is here to help. It's replacement window season, and we're celebrating with buy 2 windows, get 2 free. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C because my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body to release it, lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin starts now at Ashley Home Store. Get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in store and online. And interest-free financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
Hey, folks, with the snow and the cold in the forecast, we want to make sure you're prepared.
From pets to pipes, sidewalks, and salt, what you can do now to avoid some pretty big problems. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
You make plans, what to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, the weather's already canceling events around town, including this weekend's Kites on Mendota Festival.
That means Clean Lakes Alliance will miss out on the money it typically raises during its largest annual fundraiser. Christina Laurie spoke with the nonprofit and shares how you can still help its mission for free from home.
It's hard to imagine Madison without its largest parks, our local lakes, which are getting a whole lot more use nowadays. In the era of social distancing, they're safe and they're free, which is why the decision to cancel this weekend's Kites on Mendota Festival was especially difficult. Cold weather called off this weekend's event, which is typically the Clean Lakes Alliance's biggest fundraiser of the year. The Alliance uses that money to fund lake improvement projects, its citizen monitoring program, and other educational events. The nonprofit says the biggest problem it's facing right now is managing runoff. Everything that happens on land eventually finds its way to the lakes. That means if we all do our part to keep the storm drains clear and help hold water on land instead of rushing right to the lakes, the Alliance won't need as much money to fulfill its mission.
It's sort of like recycling. The more we talked about it in the mid-'80s, the more people started to do it everywhere, home, the office, wherever you are. And so it's kind of the same way with the lakes. The more we can get people talking about some of these projects, the more that they're just going to be done in, homes and businesses and apartment buildings and everywhere.
With many kids still learning from home, this is a great opportunity to get them involved too. Composting, creating a rain garden, even something as simple as diverting your rain spouts all help keep our lakes clean, and they're little things you can do with your kids. There are also little things you're doing for them because the Clean Lakes Alliance's ultimate mission is to preserve our lakes for future generations. Coming up at 6, I'll explain the economic impact that could have if we don't. For now, reporting in Madison, I'm Christina Laurie.
Thanks, Christina. Here's Gary. Now, when the frozen assets gets canceled because of the cold, you got a problem.
Yeah, we've got a lot of problems in this forecast. In fact, we have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow. That's the first part of it. For about 3 to 6 inches of snow, with the heaviest amounts well north of Madison, and some ice accumulations, perhaps up to 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain before it changes over to all snow in the afternoon. On future track, beginning this afternoon, you can see the clouds moving in, and then here comes that mixed precipitation by tomorrow morning. There could even be a little bit of light light rain mixed in areas that get a little bit above freezing, but eventually that will change over to pretty much all snow during the afternoon, and it'll start to wind down by tomorrow evening. Now, at that point, we're not going to see much in the way of additional snow accumulation, but the winds will pick up out in the northwest. That could lead to blowing and drifting snow for tomorrow night through the day on Friday as the temperatures nosedive and the bitterly cold Arctic air starts to plunge in from Canada. Winter weather advisories in effect for most of southern Wisconsin, winter storm warnings in northeastern Wisconsin, northwestern Illinois, eastern Iowa, and then out to the west across central and northern Iowa where the land is flatter. They're not looking for as much snow, but the winds may gust to 40 to 50 miles per hour, causing whiteout conditions, so blizzard warnings have been issued out there. Heaviest snow will probably fall in the Lake Superior snowbelt areas of far northern Wisconsin, the western UP of Michigan, but again, the areas up around Green Bay could see as much as 6 to 9 inches of snow. Across our viewing area, maybe about 3 to 4 inches south of Madison and about 5 to 6 inches north of town. And then there's the potential for some freezing rain, at least at the onset, especially in areas that don't get above freezing. So especially areas north of Madison could see up to 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation. Then we have alert days in the forecast for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week for bitterly cold air. Every night I'm expecting low temperature to not only be below zero, most nights it'll be around 10 below zero, with wind chills as cold as 35 below zero, and high temperatures will stay in the single digits for the most part, keeping wind chills below zero all day. Future track wind chills beginning Friday evening, already below zero. You can see by Saturday morning, they're in the mid-20s below zero. By Sunday morning, they're in the mid-30s below zero. Monday morning, well, not quite as bad, mainly because we have a little more cloud cover, but still, we're looking at wind chills at times between 30 and 35 below zero, and on the nights where it's not quite as windy, the wind chills only around 20 below zero, and this continues. This is Thursday morning, wind chills to 21 below zero. Friday morning, wind chills perhaps as cold as 30 below zero, and some of the very latest computer model forecasts indicate the bulk of this, the coldest air, may not reach us until the end of next week. So the temperatures that we have in the forecast for the end of next week may have to be revised downward from where they are now. So our forecast includes winter weather advisory for most of southern Wisconsin, actually all of southern Wisconsin from tomorrow morning through noon on Friday. For much of us, our far western viewing area, that advisory runs until midnight tomorrow night. Tomorrow, we'll see that mix of precipitation changing over to snow, 3 to 6 inches of accumulation likely by late afternoon, heaviest amounts north of Madison, and again, that mix of precipitation in the morning, high 33. On future track, beginning at midnight tonight, notice the mix of precipitation coming in early tomorrow morning, changing over to snow tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night it winds down, but then the winds pick up, the blowing and drifting snow starts, and that continues into Friday as temperatures really drop off. 3 to 6 inches of snow through southern Wisconsin, perhaps up to 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation north of Madison. There are the alert days in the forecast. There also could be some light snow accumulations from Monday afternoon into Monday night. But again, these temperatures at the end of next week are cold enough, but they may have to be revised downward based on some of the latest computer model forecasts. First warn traffic right now. Good news is we don't have the snow starting yet, so the roads are in pretty good shape. Travel times either direction on the Beltline about 15 minutes, the usual that we see this time of day. 26 minutes from the Beltline southward to Janesville on I-3990. US 12 from Middleton to Sauk City will take you 16 minutes. Downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 is a 17-minute trip. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you, I think. Ahead at 5, the Brewers could be adding a key part to their defense this season. We'll tell you who ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Add style to your bathroom with Menards. Shop our great selection of Dakota vanities. With generous interior storage and a variety of finishes, styles, and sizes to choose from, you'll find the perfect fit for your bathroom. Like this Monroe vanity. It has a shaker-style design that's both modern and rustic. Right now, it's on sale for $124.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
What do you think?
I love it.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving and other benefits, like emergency roadside service, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your Tyler goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need, and our friends living in the zoo. We feed rescue dogs and shelter cats, and police canines too. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Pick up the latest issue of Madison Magazine for the dish on Mindful Meals, a local chef's artsy take on food, the year Madison made fair housing history, and a Stoughton bookstore where diversity's the big story. Madison Magazine on newsstands now.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The Milwaukee Brewers are reportedly adding a Gold Glove defender to the middle of their infield. Multiple media outlets are reporting the Brewers are signing second baseman Colton Wong to a 2-year, $18 million contract. Wong has spent the first 8 years of his career with the St. Louis Cardinals. They're stealing my guy. The second baseman hit 265 last season, including 46 hits and 1 home run. The Brewers have not yet officially announced this signing.
Well, despite a pandemic that forced many changes this season, Super Bowl 55 is kicking off this Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs face the hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs will be the first team in Super Bowl history to play the game in its home stadium. But there are changes in place to keep everybody safe. The Kansas City Chiefs won't even get into town until Saturday. Approximately 7,500 fans will be vaccinated healthcare workers, special guests of the NFL. You can watch the Super Bowl on CBS this Sunday, and before kickoff in the 3 p.m. hour, see Norah O'Donnell's wide-ranging interview with President Biden, his first on network TV since taking office. That's right here Sunday on CBS.
Netflix dominated the 70th Golden Globe nominations with 42 nods, including 22 in the movie categories and 20 in television. David Fincher's Mank, about the man who co-wrote the screenplay for Citizen Kane, leads the Golden Globe nominations with 6 nods, including Best Motion Picture Drama. A record-breaking 3 women were nominated for Best Director. Chadwick Boseman was nominated posthumously for his performance in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Hamilton scored a nomination for Best Musical or Comedy. It will face off against Borat's subsequent movie film, Palm Springs, and The Prom. On the television side, The Crown was nominated for Best Drama. And for the first time, the award show will be bi-coastal, with co-host Tina Fey in New York and Amy Poehler in Los Angeles. A final check of your First Warn forecast when we return.
Finding the perfect pillow can be overwhelming. So many cheap pillows out there. Are you really getting the quality and support you need for a great night's sleep? That's why Denver Mattress turned to a neurosurgeon.
I've been recommending Doctor's Choice for 20 years. And while finding a great mattress is important to a healthy, restorative sleep, you also need the right pillow. The Doctor's Choice pillow by Denver Mattress is the only pillow that I use and recommend to my patients.
So follow the doctor's orders with a Doctor's Choice pillow. Packed with hypoallergenic down alternative microfiber and made in the USA at our very own Denver Mattress Factory. The Doctor's Choice pillow provides the ultimate neck-riddling comfort and support. And for a limited time, when you buy 1 Doctor's Choice jumbo pillow, you get the second free. That's right, 2 pillows for only $69.99 plus free shipping. And every pillow comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop in-store or online and get your Doctor's Choice pillow today.
But hurry, this offer won't last.
3 days only, shop the biggest appliance sale of the year at Grand Appliance. Save on early President's Day price drops combined with grand exclusive rebates worth up to $700 off top appliance brands. Get unbeatable deals like this Frigidaire 4-piece stainless steel package for just $16.88 after rebate, February 4th, 5th, and 6th, exclusively at Grand Appliance. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance and TV. Trusted since 1930.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At GHC, we want you to be safer at home. We have more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
I like to move it. I like to move it. Ready to move on from workouts like this? Now through February 11th, join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. With all this variety, you can move it in our clean and spacious clubs. And use the crowd meter in our app for the best time to visit, so you can work out with plenty of room to move. America, your fitness is essential. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Deal ends February 11th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Winter weather advisories are in effect from tomorrow morning through Friday morning for much of southern Wisconsin for about 3 to 6 inches of snow, maybe as much as 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain and ice accumulation. Look for a high tomorrow of 33, and then the bitterly cold air arrives for the weekend and lasts through most of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. That's our time for now. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. Have a good evening.